Welcome to another episode of It's Been 2 Weeks. Today is Friday, June 19th. And so, yeah, John, it's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks.
This time it actually was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It wasn't a month. But what you been up to?
Surviving the apocalypse
Right?
outside.
Right?
Yeah. And the World Cup traffic,
Oh, dude.
which hasn't affected me too bad, honestly. I think I only was affected semi on the first day for that LA game
Yeah.
or the USA game.
For the USA game. But that was like most of the traffic just going southbound, right?
Mhm.
Did you end up? Oh, well, you
But
used,
I think by the time the game was done, like the game was done by the time I had to be on the road. So it wasn't too bad. Like I was just getting whatever, I guess, stragglers. So it wasn't
Right.
too bad.
Because it started. No, wait. It started
it
at
was
6.
Oh no, that's right. Oh no, there was 2 games that day, wasn't there? I thought there was.
But it wasn't here in the US, I think.
Oh, I don't remember then.
But
I just know traffic wasn't
too bad.
horrific. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I had to go out. I had to go down to fucking Norwalk, and the traffic on the way there and back was just fucking like
Yeah.
this is just fucking ridiculous. Like it was like around 4 or 5 ish. So like everyone was trying to get somewhere.
Oh yeah, I was already home by then.
Yeah.
So.
So it was just like kind of like that bad. But I mean, it wasn't like bumper to bumper to say, but it was very congested, and it was just fucking just like, oh god, I completely forgot about it, to be honest. Because I noticed that like the freeway on the 10, that when it connects to the 110, everyone was trying to get to the 110,
Yeah.
and that shit was just, but like that lane in particular was backed up, like on the 10 heading east, that lane. I was just like, okay, whatever. Damn, it was just fucking ridiculous. But
I will say, especially on the part of LA, there was not a lot of fanfare for the World Cup being here.
mm-hmm.
I expected way more.
Yeah.
Like I expected them to try to like capitalize and cash in on this, and I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen much of that either, honestly.
Yeah, I've seen no real like legitimate attempt to do that.
It doesn't feel like it's maybe like in previous years how it would have been maybe before. I don't know.
Maybe, but like, yeah, because I was gonna maybe blame like the lack of soccer culture, but
Mhm. There's a lot of Mexican, Latino
I was
people
gonna say,
here.
even like not even that, but just like it's not even about soccer. It's just money. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
that's what it is. Yeah, pretty much. But
I think the reason there's so much cool shit going on is because there's like a lot of like different cultures here, like
Right.
South Koreans,
right.
Chinese, a bunch of different Latinos and shit like that.
Mhm.
So that's probably what makes it more fun here for World Cup. People that came for World Cup matches here.
Yeah. I would imagine so. The same thing too. I mean, like this has been a fucking melting pot. So like I don't want to say that it's a unique experience to the US, but I mean at least to like fucking countries that have a lot of immigration coming into them. Like, yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's an experience for any foreigners that come in here to experience all of that happening and shit like that. Plus, I'm pretty sure the fucking tickets to that shit is expensive too. So,
You know what? I haven't even heard about how much they cost. I have no clue. I did see like a video of this one dude from the UK. He's here in LA. I forgot for what matches. I guess all of them, for whichever ones he's here for. But like he was just like, I think it was through like TikTok, about like trying food like in LA and stuff. And his thing was like, he's like, oh, I'm supposed to try tacos because that's what they're known for. So he's like, I just went out and they're all over the street. It was like, I didn't know where to go. So I just picked one. And he's like, I've never seen food just out on the street like this. And he's like, it all looks and smells good. He's like, I'm not used to this. This is so weird.
did he complain about the sauce?
No, he did not. He did not.
Can you imagine though? He fucking ends up complaining about
That is
the
a
sauce
good
was too
fucking
hot.
callback. That is
Good.
a really good callback.
I mean, I'm just saying, any fucking foreigner that comes over here and complains about hot sauce, like you're a bitch. I'm sorry. But
Well,
what are you gonna say?
I was gonna point something out, but I don't know if I should.
As long as it's not racist or fucking any sort of discriminatory, and it doesn't, as long as you can make it sound reasonable, I'll let you say it. If not, let's just not.
I don't think it's racist, but like, so the first tourist was German, right?
Uh-huh.
Was it a white dude?
It was the German dude, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this dude was black.
Oh, well.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, but he's like from the UK, so like their black culture is completely different.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, maybe that, but as I said, I'm like, yeah, but they didn't grow up with the Southern, you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
it's all, I guess
Well, I mean,
it's a
not
moot
just that
point.
too, but I mean, but also like if they're black, they probably have a different, like, I don't know. It's racist or just basically fucking bigoted of me to say this, but I feel like a lot of white people just don't fucking,
Do spice?
yeah, in general. And I would feel like black people in particular would at least have some sort of notion, whether it's UK or
Yeah.
American, you know, of what spice is, and they have, you know, they will fuck with it in comparison to like white people
I
in
get what
general.
you mean.
You get me?
They have the palate for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say this though, at least in my experience, white people, when it comes to white people on like spicy, it's one extreme where it's like they don't deal with it well at all. But there's that minority where it's like, God damn, brother. Like, how the hell are you? How do you do that? Like, I'm impressed.
Well, I keep thinking because I keep seeing I guess it's like this one guy who fucking he creates peppers for his living. Like that's his profession, and it's a white dude, and he created one of the fucking. I think he ended up creating like
Oh, like new
new hot peppers, basically, like by crossbreeding them and shit like that. And so he created one, and he's just like fucking eating it, and he's like, "Oh, that burned, but it feels so good." I'm like, "Bro, you're a fucking rare breed."
I don't want to like I don't say this to be a dick, but I'm like, if at some point you hear on the news he died of like colon cancer or something, like you know what I mean, or like stomach cancer or throat, like
I mean,
how does that not damage your body, dude?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I think it's all genetics. You know, some people are fucking able to fucking smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day and still not get lung cancer by the end of their days. You know.
I guess it really is just that or just dumb
There's just
luck.
like, I mean, there's fucking outliers, you know, as far as like like one's genetic material. So I can see that happening, you know, crazy folk. Like I can't, no, like, look, I love spicy food. I'm not going to say that I don't, but I know my limits.
Oh, you same.
I know where to go. We talked about this either here or in Pigs, but we talked about it. And it's just like, I would never push myself to that extreme. Like, would I do it just to kind of knock it out of like the list? Absolutely. Yeah. But like to be like chasing that fucking heat? No, I'm sorry. No, you won't see me doing that.
Like, I think I may have mentioned this, but like, so this was years ago. I was in high school, and there's like a new wing place that opened up.
You said that.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned this. Yeah.
It was, and I my mom was like, just don't eat them.
Yeah.
Because she see me crying.
But you're like, it's just so good.
No, it wasn't though.
Well, I thought you said it was because that's what you said.
No, it was, but like it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh shit, I stabbed myself. I'm pushing deeper. You know what I mean? Like that, like because it's literally like the first bite, you're like, holy shit, this is hot.
Right.
Like whatever goodness there was overridden by it. The more I ate, that's what I'm saying. Like it's good, but it's not. Like it's crack. That first hit got me, and then it just got worse and worse and worse and worse.
I can understand that, but I mean, like what I'm saying is that like the overall flavor profile is still so good that you're willing to put yourself through that heat just because it's that good. You get me?
Okay, at least maybe from my experience, each bite was okay, but the moment I was almost done chewing, it was just fire.
Oh no, I can see. I can understand that. I can understand.
It was
that.
reliving hell over and over again. I only got like I think 2 wings in, or 3 wings in out of like a 10 piece or something.
10 piece? Jesus Christ!
I couldn't do it.
Like
they were called suicide wings.
And your mom decided to get them.
She didn't know. She's like, I just didn't know that they would be that spicy.
Oh my god, dude! Okay, unbelievable.
I was sweating, dude.
Dude, I can imagine. Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a limit. Like, I like when I get fucking surprised by how hot something is, usually in Asian places, I'm like, oh fuck me, dude. You know, I'm like, I don't regret my decision, but like I definitely like should have known, you know, or at least had been a little bit more cautious about it or something like that. And like,
is it just me or does like Asian spicy food hit different?
I think it does.
Because I think it's kind of similar to like, but it's still different from like Indian spicy food.
I haven't had enough Indian spicy food to be like, I know
Indian spicy food, even if it's not like spicy, that shit fucks me up.
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the spices.
Because one of the things that as far as Indian spicy or spice, like food that's very like riches in spices as in aromatics, like that shit fucks me up hard.
Yeah.
It was like, well, not even like fucks me up in a sense where it's like, I'm like fucking shitting my guts out or anything of that sort. No, I'm talking about like my burps are fucking horrible. Like
you're burping up fire and
yeah,
acid.
Yeah, pretty much. Like that's
you
that
triggered
sort of
your reflux.
Yeah, essentially. But like Asian spice, or at least like the heat that Asian dishes can have, is just so unpredictable.
And that's a good heat though. I love that. I for me, if I'm having like a good like, especially like with their soups, if I'm having like a really good fucking like a Thai soup of some sort, or like even like a spicy ramen,
right?
If like at some point I'm like,
yeah,
it's a good soup.
No, yeah, absolutely, no, without a doubt. That's one of the reasons I ended up getting like fucking like a lot of like so Meno Tokushima in Little Tokyo has a really good tonkotsu soup. I fucking love their fucking tonkotsu ramen, and I always get their spicy tonkotsu ramen because that shit's fucking bomb, dude. Like,
we need to go.
God damn.
We need to go.
Dude, actually, you know what? Talking about like, I don't know how real, I just saw a TikTok, but there is a place, fuck, I forgot what it was called. But whole point is it's a business that's been there for a while already. It's like, I guess, part of the Little Tokyo history. Supposedly they got pushed out of the place that they were in Little Tokyo, and it feels like they're trying to like gentrify Little Tokyo into not being Little Tokyo, essentially.
What?
Just like Little Tokyo in name only. And that's kind of like,
just like throughout, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I guess some businesses aren't able to afford the rent that they had or something like that, and they're just going out, and then they're trying to bring. Because I mean, like, look, you have a Starbucks there. You had, at one point you had a Johnny Rockets that now became a Dave's Hot Chicken in Little Tokyo. Where
in Little Tokyo?
Like on the at the outskirts.
But yeah, you're going off the main street. Yes, yeah. See, for me, for me, I always forget about that. Like all those restaurants on the main street with the Staples and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always like on the backside.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, like, I mean, it's just like stuff that really like, has no place in Little Tokyo. You get me? Like,
no, I know what you mean. Like it sticks out.
Yeah, it sticks out. And then there was also like, I think there was a Spitz, which is a Mediterranean like pub kind of place. There was one right there too. And I'm like, what the fuck is this doing over here?
I mean, to be fair, there are kind of places like that in Japan though too.
I mean, yeah, that is true. I know,
I get you.
But though. I mean, like, okay, like, I don't know how long it's been since you've been to Koreatown. Koreatown doesn't really have that much like that. It has a little bit now. Cause I mean, there's a Dave's Hot Chicken right there on fucking Wilshire Street and shit like that. And there's a bunch of like, I mean, if you see a McDonald's, you see a fucking like a Subway or something like that. I mean, that's a given. That's always going to be, those are just fucking franchisees, so I get that. But like when you start seeing stuff like a Johnny Rockets, dog.
To me, K-Town hasn't looked like K-Town for a long time though.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely been changing, but it still kind of keeps a little bit of its own thing in there. You get me? Like you have that little fucking strip on fucking 6th Street that it's all fucking like Korean owned or Korean businesses that have been there for the longest. You go through Olympic, there's a bunch of like little fucking restaurants that are fucking, they've been there for the longest too as well, So I don't see that a lot in Little Tokyo, other than just like the little fucking village. You get me? The outskirts of the village had more fucking like, more Japanese or at least Asian centric businesses, and then it seems like they're slowly getting pushed out just to kind of like mesh with what downtown wants to be, kind of thing, which really sucks, honestly, because it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, everyone, like every district should have its own like that's what a downtown is, bro. Every fucking city has that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, next Friday, let's go to fucking Little Tokyo. I'm serious.
What are we gonna do? We just had fucking burgers and fucking like I'm fucking
next Friday.
Oh, next Friday. I said it. I heard it's Friday. Let's go to Little Tokyo.
No, fuck no. There's a death cloud outside. Not right now.
Since you mentioned the death cloud, let's talk about that.
No, I wouldn't say. I was gonna say actually, if we do go to Little Tokyo and we could see the cloud, it'll be like we're in Japan during.
That's fucked up. No. Stricken for the record. Good God.
We'll timestamp that so we know what to edit.
Oh God. But I mean, since you're talking about the giant ball of smoke that's literally just behind your backyard.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? It started on Wednesday, right?
Yes, Wednesday, like around 2:00.
Yeah. So
I seen it from the 10, dude. Like when it was starting.
Yeah.
And the closer I got to it, the darker the fucking flame or the smoke got. It was pretty apocalyptic looking.
I mean, like
by the time I got home, it was like fucking. It looked like night, and it was only like 4 p.m.
Dude, the pictures look fucking ridiculous. But like, so I got this from LApublicpress.org. As far as like the Boyle Heights fire, this is just kind of like in a sense like a set of events that were the recorded events of what happened. So fire broke out after 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday at a solar panel covered rooftop on a cold storage facility. The facility is owned by Lineage Logistics. It's used for cold storage and blast freezing. A shelter-in-place order was issued on Thursday afternoon in the Boyle Heights area.
Thursday or Wednesday?
On Thursday, so it was a day after. The South Coast Air Quality Management District issued a revised air quality advisory on Thursday morning until Friday at 12:30. So today, Friday at 12:30, they said everything's fine, like the air is fine and stuff like that. The impacted areas in LA County include East Los Angeles, Montebello, Monterey Park, downtown LA, and parts of the San Gabriel Valley. The updated advisory also shows effects reaching as far as Coachella Valley.
Damn.
That's fucking gnarly.
Will, real quick,
yeah.
Where are we recording from?
We're recording from East LA.
And we're about like, how many miles would you guess from the fire?
I don't know. I would say like maybe like 2-3 miles less, maybe. Like it's within the 5-mile radius. Those clouds were big. But let me just keep going at this before we get to, because what happened today, I was not expecting it.
I will say, the only reason I asked you because when you said it was the shelter in place was Thursday, the fire started Wednesday. I got the shelter in place notification on Wednesday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got no notification for Thursday. My phone told me stay the fuck inside on Wednesday, and I got 2 notifications. One was like around 4-ish when it got real bad, and it was like shelter in place, and then another one like maybe 2-ish hours later, and that was saying like we've basically extended the cities where this is fucking affecting now. Oh. And I never got any other notifications after that.
Gotcha.
That's my experience. That's the only reason I asked. I
wonder if maybe just like they ended up not getting it, or
maybe certain areas ended up having it.
Yeah, probably
on certain days. Because they're not going to report that the people in East LA had a shelter in place. No one cares.
No, they're not. At a press conference Thursday morning, LAFD Fire Chief Jamie Moore said that there were absolutely 0 remaining risks for residents with respiratory issues. Lineage Logistics, one of the largest cold storage facilities in the nation, was fined in 2023 for violating a federal Clean Airs Act chemical risk prevention provisions at a facility in Iowa. According to a press release from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. EPA!
Okay, no.
The facility uses over 10,000 pounds of anhydrous ammonia, a regulated toxic substance, and failed to comply with regulations intended to protect the surrounding community from accidental releases. EPA officials said in the release that anhydrous ammonia is dangerous because it is corrosive to skin, eyes, and lungs.
Androgynous ammonia, got
Androgynous, right? High levels of exposure may lead to choking and death. Fires or explosions may result if any anhydrous ammonia is ignited. And finally, a statement from Lineage Logistics in regards to the Boyle Heights fire. Lineage's top priority is the health and safety of our employees, partners, and the communities in which we live and operate. We are deeply grateful for the Los Angeles Fire Department for their rapid response, professionalism, and continued support in protecting the community. LAFD hazmat specialists continue to monitor air quality in the structure and immediate area. Importantly, there are no known ammonia readings from the air monitoring reported at this time. We are also encouraged that our employees were safely evacuated and there are no reported injuries. We were We are working closely with the local officials and first responder teams to assess this situation and provide support. This is an evolving matter, and we will provide updates as appropriate. So here's an update. It's on fire again.
Yep. Will was on his way over here, roughly about halfway.
Yeah.
And this is coming after like a joke that I told him to go back home.
Yeah.
And I thought like legit when I sent it to you, I didn't realize you were gonna think that was from the other day.
Mhm.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh shit, maybe we should cancel.
Yeah.
Like because I was like, I don't know how he's gonna feel coming down here.
Right.
But yeah, a friend of mine sent me something. And I was like, oh shit, it's on fire again. She thought it was a completely different one. I'm like, no, it says reignites. And she's like, oh fuck, it started again. I'm like, and then that's when I was like, huh. And I walked to my backyard. And I'm like, oh look, there it is. Yeah.
It's funny because like I thought it was a picture from Wednesday itself. And then you send me a picture which kind of shows like, hazy clouds. And I'm like, it doesn't look that bad.
Because that just started.
It just started it. And then I'm like, I'm getting here. And then I see it's like, oh, the clouds kind of look a little darker. And then John's like, that's not cloud, that's smoke.
That's death.
That's death, yeah. That's the gas cloud from The Simpsons that's gonna make us turn inside out. Yeah.
I will say this real quick, just because. All right, let's say best case scenario, there is no ammonia in smoke and air. There has to be like chemicals and stuff from the
solar panels themselves.
Yeah, of the solar panels.
There's nothing safe about this fire in particular. Like nothing. I mean, there's nothing safe about inhaling smoke from fire in general.
Yeah.
But this one ever so more is just the fact that the solar panels are burning up. My question is, what the fuck ignited those fucking solar panels?
The sun.
Is it negligence that they just weren't upkept? And given that it seems like, what was it? Lineage Logistics has had some sort of like track record where they've been negligent on other things. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. I mean, I don't know if they own the building,
Yeah, I would imagine. I can't imagine
I can't imagine.
I don't think you can lease a place and then add all those things to it.
Yeah, all those things on top of it. But I mean, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, like what the hell's going on here? Because like they definitely need to. There needs to be some sort of investigation or inspection on this shit.
No.
I thought you were going to say something.
No, I was just nodding in agreement.
No, but like it's just like I don't know. To me, I don't know. It's very suspicious. You think it's one of those workers that were like fuck the system and just went up there and lit the fucking little piece of paper on fire on top and it just caught fire from there?
Oh, like the toilet paper, dude?
Yeah. They don't pay us enough.
Honestly, like I kind of did think that at first. I'm like,
I was thinking the same thing too. Honestly,
but then as like I read more about it, I was like, oh, it's just the roof and shit like that. I'm like, I mean, I guess it could still be a possibility unless maybe a firework.
You know what? That makes sense. That would make sense.
Some random ass firework.
Yeah. Because I mean, that shit happens, especially here. Yeah.
With all the World Cup celebrations.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what's crazy though? Like yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, there was like. So before I start this story, I used to work at a fucking paint store or a paint shop where they had a bunch of fucking lacquer, a lot of fucking like
thinners and stuff.
Thinners and all these other fucking things. Chemicals like flammable,
acetones,
all that stuff. So this happened before I got hired into that company, but they had a fire that was. It is thought about that it was triggered by a random firework that landed on a tree nearby there, and that shit caught fire nasty. There was like fucking. I remember they had fucking like a bunch of fucking like old little like mini barrels that were fucking expanded because of the heat that was going around there and shit like that.
Oh shit!
And I was like, that's fucking gnarly. So recently, yesterday, I heard a couple of explosions that sounded. I was like, oh, this shit caught fire again. I don't know what the hell it was.
It's those phantom explosions you were telling us about.
It's probably, yeah. So, but I mean, like, I guess it is technically fire season, but like in the city, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, look, you know what though? Like, would there have to be? That means there has to be something somewhat flammable up there already, right? Like, I know everything's like kind of flammable, but like, I've had like firework shells and stuff land on the roof and stuff. You know what I mean? And like, granted, they weren't still like on fire, but like some of them do smolder and shit. Like,
right.
So,
well, I mean, like there definitely has to be something flammable up there, but like, what was it that was the flammable agent? I mean, can solar panels catch fire? They absorb the energy; they don't reflect it. Unless it's like they had the batteries up there, because the batteries could definitely explode.
But like, what do you know what panels are actually made of? Because they're not glass, right?
No, I don't think so. But there is some sort of silicon in there, though. I think.
Because I would imagine like the frames and all that's like some sort of metal.
Yeah.
So unless there was a short in one,
that's another possibility too. I mean, like, but then again, that goes back into negligence. You know. Like if it would just basically it would point to fucking Lineage Logistics.
I would say yes, but considering my TV just decided to be like, fuck you, no internet for a while for no apparent reason, other than be like, hey, you gotta reset me, motherfucker. Technology, bro. Maybe it's Ultron.
It's Ultron. But it's just one of those situations where, like, especially if you're having like, I mean, I don't know, is it absurd of me to believe that there should be fucking like inspections on these things?
Well, no, I'm not saying there shouldn't. Yeah, of course, but like sometimes shit just like malfunctions.
Like, yeah, you know absolutely. But I mean, that's the whole point of inspections, you know, to make sure that everything's like. There's no way you would like imagine we had a fucking nuclear power plant, and then we were like, yeah, we're not going to be doing inspections quarterly or something like that.
That kind of does happen, though.
I mean, I know, but
like, yeah, I mean, so we don't really have to imagine. You know what?
Like, bad example.
That shit like that happens all the time, dude. I think the only thing I've ever like experienced and like is elevator maintenance. In my experience, like even now in construction, motherfuckers take that shit super serious.
I mean, like,
because that is like major liability.
Yeah,
like they don't even fucking take ride maintenance at roller coasters that serious.
Is true.
Sometimes.
That is true.
Like, because I don't know.
No, because I mean that is. I mean, not only does it cost, like, if there was a fucking elevator malfunction, not only would it cost you so much just to fucking repair that shit, but also like the fucking liability claims that you would have to. Oh, dude, no. The
building owner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You like.
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say that they're uncommon, but I wouldn't say that they're common. You know what I mean? It's like, but when you really consider how many people ride elevators,
right?
On not like just like on a fucking hourly basis, that's not a lot of like crazy shit going on. At least that we hear of.
That is
true.
If
you think about it,
I'm surprised that I'm like
elevators are the safest way to travel.
Right? I was thinking about like, I don't know if you've seen those videos of like the escalators just fucking like breaking.
Just fucking turning into the fun slide and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's terrifying, bro.
I was
but I've only seen the videos when those fucking things are packed though.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's probably why.
Well, not only that too, but they're all fucking like on one side too. It's not like
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like, I feel it's just like that weight, and it just kind of they just fold on themselves.
They fold on themselves and just fucking go down. Like.
That shit looks terrifying.
That shit, dude. That's scary.
Because there's one where it looks like a ride, where all of a sudden they just like shoot down like a fucking like.
The crazy thing,
I don't remember if people died or not, but I know people got fucked up.
No, they definitely got fucked up. But I mean, like, also like just the risk, like those stairs are collapsing. Something gets caught in there,
and they're metal.
Yeah, and they're metal
too. Fucking metal, and they're like ridged. So
yeah,
they're like teeth, dog.
Yeah.
And there's. I mean, I don't know how it works, but like there's gears under there and all that shit.
Yep.
Gears of War.
Oh, there's it. What was it? Did it already come out, the Gears of War remake?
No.
Because it's supposed to be coming out for PC, no? Or not for PC, for on PlayStation.
I forgot when.
Anywho,
I thought Halo 2, no?
Halo
came out already?
I don't know. No, it hasn't. But that one, I don't think it's coming to PlayStation anymore. But it
doesn't matter.
This is the wrong podcast to talk about that anyway. But yeah, I don't know. You live around the area. How do you feel about everything that's going on as far as like the fucking fires, dude? How does it feel to be neglected by this wonderful city?
Well, not even neglected. I just didn't realize that I was semi in the epicenter for fucking quasi like environmental disasters in the LA County. Well, we're not too far off from that fucking oil line rupture thing, and
which nobody mentioned, by the way. To this day, there is no mention of it. Nothing of that sort. So
the only thing was when there was oil going into the LA River,
right,
because you have to explain that.
yeah,
But other than that, nothing.
nothing.
If the oil never made it to the river, you would have never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Yeah. No, that's crazy. Like honestly, I don't know. I mean, like I'm here now. I'm probably gonna end up waking up tomorrow.
You're gonna die here.
Imagine. My last moments are known of me. No, you know what? I have to die after I publish this episode, though. It has to happen afterwards.
No, we will die, but it will still get published somehow.
Imagine. It's just somehow just fucking
Okay, this is gonna be fucked up. So we die, right?
Right.
While recording.
Uh-huh.
And instead of like publishing, it switches from record to stream. So like we don't realize we're dead because it's like a carbon monoxide thing.
Right.
So like we're so fucking lame that our souls continue just to do this episode like eternally, bro. And like the sad irony is because like it's a 24-hour, 7-day a week, 365-day stream. The entire world is invested, not realizing that we're fucking dead and shit like that they're listening to dead people talk.
Oh my God.
And we're raking in money and it's going nowhere.
It's going nowhere. Nobody's enjoying it. Can you imagine that sort of situation? Good God. Oh.
My grandpa's old. He's not going to know. He's just going to think he hasn't fucking seen me in a while.
Yeah, it's the first thing he's going to say. Does he doesn't do wellness checks on you?
Wellness checks my ass.
All right, then. Moving on to something else. I'm trying not to talk too much about our president, simply because
he's our president.
Quite frankly, I'm kind of tired of it. Honestly, it's just at this point, like we know everything that's happening. We already know that he's just trying to fucking puff his chest and just trying to make himself look like he's this important figure and shit like that. He's been like. He's created problems that later on he fucking acts like he's the solution. He was the one who solved the problem that existed before him. And I'm just like, I'm baffled at the fact that this is still going on. The greatest country, quote unquote, has been reduced to this, honestly.
How much did he spend on this fucking bullshit war?
I don't know, but I think it was like 20 something. Well, no, wait. It was 11 billion per day.
Yes, it's like over 200 billion or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's like all that money.
And what was it, like 12, 15 deaths?
Yep.
200, what is it? I guess they're called casualties. Like casualties aren't considered deaths.
Yeah.
It's also wounded and stuff.
But I mean, it's just like, dude, all of this for just to basically end up, and supposedly they're like, I haven't read much on about it. But supposedly, even like now, the final terms are still kind of shaky for this fucking ceasefire.
Yes, shit started happening again.
Yeah. So,
and even from this ceasefire, they didn't release details, but from like shit that was leaking, it was far worse than what Obama had in place.
Oh God, dude. Listen, I don't know. I like my frustration is with the fucking mainstream media. The fact that because they don't want to lose access to the president, they have to fucking tippy toe and just make sure that they don't get him mad and have to placate to him. They always have to. They don't present things from the middle. They present it from the right side, and then when they push back, it's like it's not really a pushback.
You know what? Like I wish like media people. Well, it's a money thing, but like I wish they would just realize like, okay, let's just be honest and real with people. And I'm not even going to say talk shit about Trump because it's not talking shit when it's true. But like, let's just be honest about him. And then, yeah, let him just fucking, cancel whatever shows he doesn't like. And then when people stop talking about him, it's going to get to him.
Yeah, it will. It definitely will. Yeah. That's the thing.
So then everything will go back and then it'll be the song and dance. And then, so like, just.
But like, it's just like the sensationalism of him. It's very fucking, honestly, it's very, it's infuriating to me because it's gotten to the point where we're not talking about solutions. We're only be like, oh, look at what this dummy did this time, And it's like, dude, that's not what we should be focusing on, We should be talking about, like, he's not fucking Bush.
Yeah.
You get me? Bush was a dummy and he did some stupid shit, but at least he was like a little bit more fucking like, when he received pushback or when he noticed that shit wasn't going that well, he'd be like, oh shit, maybe I should like tone it down a little bit, kind of shit or something like that. As far as like But I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like
I think I've mentioned this on this podcast. He was like, I feel like him and I are on good enough terms where I could call him GW. GW and I feel like he comes off like he's a good dude, like a genuinely good-hearted person.
Right.
And I say that because, like, I remember when the Obamas came into like the presidency, how him and Michelle became like BFFs. Like instantly, I'm like, that is the most heartwarming thing I've ever seen. Like he's like, it was almost like a fucking uncle grandpa thing where like he just always just wanted to make her. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but they seem to really enjoy each other's company compared to
fucking
what we
like,
have now.
Yeah, what we have
and the
now.
shit he pulls.
Yeah. Honestly, just like, it's just fucking stupid, honestly. Like, Iran didn't start the war. We started the war. Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz as a reaction to our aggression towards them. Now Trump is claiming victory because he met like the whole strait's going to be open and all this other shit.
The way it was before.
The way it was before he started this
better
shit.
Because there was no fucking. Yes, if the strait opens, eventually oil prices will go down.
Eventually,
but that's going to take months for shit to catch up because countries started going into the reserves.
Yeah.
So you have to build. You have to play catch up and then be able to build up those reserves and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly. So I don't know. It's just like, how stupid do you have to be to fucking like just accept it for what it accept whatever he says as truth, honestly, and to think that this man has the best of intentions for the American people.
You know what really pisses me off about this situation? It's like, it really feels like this ceasefire thing, this whole war, quote unquote, ending happened just because Trump got bored of the war a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he was like, just whatever. As long as I just want to get it, I want to move on to something new.
Yeah, yeah.
He threw away fucking lives for that shit. Dog.
Yep.
He killed children for that shit. Essentially on a whim. For what?
Well, to distract from the Epstein files.
I honestly, I don't even think it's just that. I think it's his first fucking Israeli buddies and shit too.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure that there was some blackmail there, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna fuck you up if you don't fucking do this." Because
honestly, I don't even know if it would be blackmail. I think Netanyahu does what Putin did with Trump in the beginning, where fucking Trump was all over Putin's dick.
Yeah,
and I feel like Netanyahu knows how to work Trump.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, like, such a fucking fragile ego and so easy to fucking appease to too as well, which is fucking crazy. Because like, and you know what? I've noticed this a lot too. I think that if you speak to him in a certain way where, I'm not saying that you have to suck his dick or anything of that sort.
I know, like the Mamdani effect.
Yeah, exactly. You speak to him in a certain way and he like, if he starts to like you or
well, and it's weird because there's people where like I've heard in interviews and they're like people I won't say I respect because I don't know them, but I'm like, like hearing them say this, it wouldn't be like, well, yeah, you're a dick writer type of.
Right.
I'm like, that's why sometimes like I really wonder, like, is he this dumb or is he just like, I don't know if it's the same, but like dumb like a fox, kind of like, because I've heard people be like, he's surprisingly articulate, like you don't. Like he's a good conversationalist and stuff, but I don't know if it's just because he's he's a good conversationalist that he comes off that way or not. But I'm like, the times I've heard him talk, he doesn't come up. But maybe it's an in-person charisma type of deal. I don't know.
It could be that, but I mean, like honestly, like I just don't feel like he has any sort of allegiance to anybody in that regard.
It's just to himself.
It's just to himself, and it's just to money one way or another as well. Like as long as he's getting a kickback from it, he's fine with doing business. You get me? And stuff like that. But like,
since we're talking, it's still within that vein, but like, bro, who was that fighter that fucking that said that shit about Michelle Obama for the 250th? You heard about that though?
No.
So I don't remember.
I blocked the whole fucking that UFC shit out of my fucking mind, honestly, just because I was like, this is stupid.
I didn't know what the controversy was, but like it kept popping up, so I just looked into it. I didn't really like deep dive into it. But I think it was the main event, the guy that won, like when Joe Rogan was like doing the post-fight interview and shit, at some point he was like, oh yeah, Michelle Obama's a man, and he continued on with his speech and like nothing happened and shit.
Dude, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, did you see the aftermath of that fucking event on the lawn? The lawn's gone. It's destroyed. It's all fucking barren land now. All that for one fucking night. And then like And guess what? It's gonna come from the tax money to repair that.
Yep. Just like all that came from the tax money.
Yeah, all that shit came from the tax money, your money, and like, but you can't have fucking universal healthcare. You can't have fucking what you call it. You can't have a UBI or universal basic income.
Nope. Can't have affordable housing.
Nope, none of that stuff.
Can't have normal, sane gas prices, affordable groceries.
I don't know how true this is, but it must have been. But I believe in LA County, you are low income if you are making 100,000 or less.
I think so. That's an updated, because a couple years ago, before I moved in here, it was if you're single income making 80,000, you're low income.
No, yeah, it's updated.
Yeah, it's updated now.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's single income.
Yeah, single income.
Yeah,
dude. Who like honestly, like I don't know that many people that make that much. I don't know about you. Like I'm talking about friends, relatives. You know,
I'm not close, but I'm not far.
I mean, I would imagine you would have to be making at least like 60K a year to be able to do what you're doing with this household, right? Because I mean, like,
okay, I make $4,000 a month, right?
Right. This is before or after taxes?
After taxes.
So you're probably making like 6 before, like gross.
No, so okay, I bring home just a little over $4,000 a month.
Yeah, that's after taxes.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but they don't. That's not how they count your.
No, but I'm just kind of trying to put it into context. Yeah. So I bring that a month, right?
Right.
At the end of the month, for like utilities and everything else, I'm left with like $1,400.
$1,400? Jesus Christ!
Because it's the 26 that goes to the mortgage.
Yeah. So that's half of your fucking. Well, no, it's four front. Yeah, that's half of your fucking more than half of your.
More than half. Yeah.
More than half of your income.
So I have like essentially $1,500 to live off of each month. And that's not like including the gas, utilities, like and food and stuff like that. Like it's fucking
it's fucking ridiculous. That's no, like we could potentially cut this out, but it would be a benefit for your grandfather to die so you could rent out that place so you could get more income.
Yeah,
honestly, which is fucked up to say, but like
yeah.
But I mean, like it's just one of those things. Where
you could have said move out.
Well, yeah.
Or something.
Or something like that. But
you went immediately to the death of my last remaining grandparent.
Motherfucker.
I mean, you took Batman from me. What the fuck is my grandpa to you, you monster? But
they don't know about that.
I know.
They don't know about
that. That hurts. That hurts more than my grandpa.
Kevin Conroy died on the day of my birthday. How many years ago was this? 3?
At least 2, but probably 3.
Probably 3 years ago.
Whenever Kevin Conroy died, I don't remember.
And John has been blaming me for that.
I legitimately have never forgiven him for it.
Yeah,
it's a bit, but there is a part of me that does blame you.
Your birth? What the fuck? It's like there's no relation to it.
But it's one of those correlations where it's like it was a dark day, and since it was your birthday, I'm like, you're the correlation.
I think I said something along the lines. I was like, well, it sucks that it's my birthday or something like that, and you just immediately latched onto like
it's like when ancient people their crops started failing and there happened to be an eclipse, so they blame the eclipse. You're the eclipse.
Yeah, pretty much. But going back to the topic of like the very wasteful spending that our administration has been doing as far as like just shit to that serves only him. You get me?
Or his interest,
or his interest,
him and stuff like that.
Because like, what does what public interest does the ballroom serve?
A safe place for a safe venue for whatever the fuck he does, so he's not trying to so they don't try to kill him again.
So it's for his benefit, essentially,
for the benefit of every president
after him. But I mean, he's planning on he's been on fucking like on. I think it was, what was it, on rally saying like, you probably don't need to do this anymore after I become president, meaning voting. So
yeah,
look, I like,
no, I know. I was gonna say they haven't, because there was a minute, where they were kind of bringing that up and they dropped it. But I wonder if they dropped it because they just gave up on that, or if they just decided to not talk about it anymore.
I think they're trying to like leave it out there so nobody talks about it, but then, sneakily kind of come. Look, like.
Well, yeah, I guess they are doing the voter suppression kind of deal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Trump is a very interesting person because his language is very clear, but you can't tell his fucking intentions.
He's very vague.
Yeah.
He's very good at being vague.
Yeah. Like, you get me?
He's
like
a con artist. That's what
I
he
mean,
is.
that's what he is.
Carny.
Yeah, essentially. And so then it's one of those things where it's like, okay, like, can you take him at face value? And probably not, because you don't know if like what he intends to, like what he meant by saying that, you know? So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, like I don't feel safe with anything that he says. So like when he says something like that, where he's like, you probably won't need to vote ever again. Like, yeah, you should probably take it in consideration that he's probably thinking about it, or at least in some way would like to be president for the rest of his fucking life or something like that, you know? And you shouldn't fucking disregard it just because it's him saying it. You get me? But like, I don't know. To me, it just like, I'm tired of this guy, honestly. Like, I'm not necessarily like.
Then why'd you vote for him?
I didn't vote for him. I voted for fucking Kamala. And you know what's crazy?
The lesser of two evils.
The lesser of two evils, essentially. That's why I did it. And I mean, like, honestly, in my district, it didn't matter. It was going to go blue no matter what. But like, it's just like fucking like. So I had to undo one of my coworkers' votes because he was voting for Trump.
Basically,
yeah.
If you're voting Democrat here in like California, for the most part, you're just undoing whoever votes Republican here. Like, you're just canceling out votes.
Because so there was at the paint place that I used to work at, there was a coworker that I was cool with. He was like he was very like right leaning and everything like that. And we would kind of get into conversations about like certain things, and then he would just kind of go into the deep end of like talking about fucking essentially like kind of like Pizzagate kind of bullshit, like stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay,
is it bullshit though?
I mean, at this point, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, like, I'm talking about like
half the players are there. I'm just saying. You get back to your story. I'm sorry.
What I was gonna say is like deep in conspiracy theory kind of bullshit too. Like also like saying like, oh, there's a bunch of kids in gay pride parades and all these other things. Like they're
okay.
You get me? Like it's that stuff.
But
is
I
like,
will say though, the conspiracy things, the more crazy like, ones are starting to seem.
Starting to see like I mean, what was it? There was just recently some hacktivists released that there was a secret society of these fucking like big fucking Peter Thiel and some other fuckers. Also, fucking people in our government too. They're part of these fucking like of these meetings. And then there's no fucking like, it's off the record. There's no fucking like any sort of accountability for this. So it's like, why the fuck are these two people that are on official ends are on the opposite side of the spectrum, where one literally fucking polices how far their businesses can go? Why are they meeting outside of a fucking like a government meeting or some
called
sort
of cabal?
Yeah, exactly. And so then this is like fucking like, what the fuck, dude? Come on now. And we're not gonna fucking do anything about
Illuminati, dog.
Illuminati, right? Wait, do you think?
No, not her. Not her.
No, I was gonna say
they're suing her too.
Well, she should get sued. She's a dude. Never mind.
When she's a bad guy in all this, yeah, it's bad.
But I was gonna say, do you think Professor Xavier is part of it too?
They don't allow disabled people. You forget who we're dealing with.
That's so true. But I mean,
that's why there's no T'Challa.
There's no T'Challa in there. Oh, that's right. T'Challa is part of the fucking in the Marvel comics. But I mean, like it's like, why the fuck does that exist? Why is it being allowed?
You know why?
I'm just kind of like, I why?
Dude, remember the Panama Papers?
I don't remember much of those.
It was basically when it was like, hey, all these rich motherfuckers have secret fucking accounts hiding money from everyone. And then something happened and they're like, oh, don't worry about that anymore.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
Bro, like, legit. So, like, you called the Pizzagate stuff bullshit.
Right.
There was literally a fucking island for pedophiles.
No. I know.
It was like a fucking Ghibli movie, bro. They had a magical plane that took you to a land of underage women and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it was, what the fuck, bro?
To me, it's just one of those things where, okay, like, so on the topic of Pizzagate,
There was weird shit involved in all that shit.
The fact that it was a fucking pizza, some pizza shop somewhere gotten bumfuck goes nowhere, and it's like a Clinton operation. I think that's what they were.
It's not in. It's in DC.
Is it in DC?
It was in DC.
Was it in DC? Okay.
Because one of the big things is like, why is this random pizza shop get all these fucking? Because a lot of like politicians would go there.
They would go there, right? Or they would order from there or something like that, right?
Or they would cater events and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. But I mean, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, like, and they're saying like they're trying to connect it to that. You get me? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I understand there being some sort of suspicion, like, with it. Like, why would you specifically choose this spot? You get me? Could it be that maybe this person is in ties with someone that you know?
Well, because a lot of it came with the language using emails.
Yeah.
For certain codes, for like hot dog was like little boy, and I think pizza was a little girl, and then stuff like that. But also, it was more so the Instagram of the owner for the place.
Right.
That was like really weird. That got taken down really quick because it was like he had pictures of like a lot of them were like just little kids on there, like in the pizza parlor. One of them was like a little kid, but with his hands duct taped to the table or his arms duct taped to the table, shit like that. People like super looked into it. The profile picture was like a statue of, I forgot what the god was, but it was a god of like, I don't know, but the god was pretty known for fucking kids, young boys and shit like that. Just stuff like that. I think it was like the place next door to it. Part of its logo was like, I'm not doing it justice because I don't remember it off the top of my head, but there is a logo somewhere within one of those buildings that was like basically like verbatim the symbol, like the FBI's known symbol for fucking like pedophilia. Or some bullshit. Like, I'll look if it doesn't have to be for the podcast, but I'll get you the info.
Definitely. But I mean, like,
it's just like an accumulation of shit like that.
Like, to me, like, where I'm going to go with this, essentially, the reason why I brought up the whole fucking Peter Thiel thing with the cabal that he has essentially, or that they have, is just the fact that, like, honestly, in some ways, some of the conspiracy theories are fucking right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's just this is just a prime example of one of those, right? I mean, Epstein's Island and everything that happened in there and everything that we know about it. Like, there has been a fucking secret society that's been fucking kids.
Imagine if, I just blanked on his name. Gay Frogs.
Oh, fucking Alex Jones.
Imagine if he's been the only source of reliable news this whole fucking time. God, imagine it's just been an entire gaslight being like, no, he's the psychopath.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him. He's been lying to you this whole time.
Oh my God.
That'd be fucking nuts.
That would be nuts. But I mean, like, it's just like one of those things. But anywho, going back to the story of me and this coworker that I had. So like, it was his first time voting, and this was for 2020, where he was like, yeah, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. And I'm like, you do you, dog. That's one of your freedoms. You want to fucking vote for him? By all means, go for it.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about this. I wonder how he feels about Trump now. I don't want to say that he was like a fucking diehard Trumper, but given that he was very into conspiracy theories, I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of like, just not even switch sides, just more so just kind of like, they're just trying to take him down because, he's fighting the big fight. You get me? Like, he's so deep into the cult.
I actually, now that you bring it up, and it's funny because like I thought about this too, like maybe 2 weeks ago. My first foreman, when I first started using implementing, he was a big Trumper. Like, he talked about, he fucking was a big old like Trump dick rider and shit, always just like praising him and shit like that.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, I mean, you're working with a bunch of Latinos, but that's cool. Like, for the most part, he was a cool dude. Like, he didn't really come off as racist. Like he was that kind of racist where, like, I guess he didn't realize he was being racist. That kind of racist. Like, not to excuse it, but I'm just like, I didn't feel malice towards him, I guess I should say.
Right.
The point is, I wonder how he feels about him now with all this shit. Like, if, like, how hard of a fucking, like, dick rider he was. Like,
right.
If he was too lost in that sauce, like you said.
Yeah, because that's one of the things. Because like those people are like,
because that's another thing too. It's like, I think we mentioned it. People are just too afraid to admit when they're wrong.
Yeah.
So you just double down.
They double down on it. I mean, like, it's cognitive dissonance, basically.
But like, double down. I guess alleged. Oh, did you hear that one of the things that in one of the reports that he's very into nipples and biting them?
Oh God! And what? Very into nipples and doing what?
Biting them. Of children. Remember, these are children.
Dude.
Allegedly. Well, not that they were allegedly children, that it's him doing it, but you get the point.
Listen, if you're into adults' nipples and biting adults' nipples, there's no problem with that. But children, dude, come on now, dude.
Especially if they look like Hershey Kisses.
Dude, like just what? Dude, that's disgusting, dude. Like that you see kids in that way. No. I hope there's a special place in hell for them.
Like, that's a crazy amount of evil, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not to compare them because it's like, it's that type of evil where it's like people that just hurt animals. Because it's like, what possesses you to find something like, and when I say kids are innocent, it's like, there's that, like, yeah, kids could be little fucking shitheads and stuff, but they don't necessarily know better. Like, adults don't deserve that shit, let alone fucking children. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just,
let me say this. Like, I personally don't like kids. Like, I'll just say it. Like, I don't, or not that I don't like kids. It's just like, I can tolerate kids for a certain amount of time. But I mean, one way or another, kids shouldn't have to go through the shit that we go through. You get me?
Yeah.
Kids have this very finite little fucking time where they're able to fucking enjoy their childhood, enjoy the freedoms that they have as kids before they're fucking hit in the face with adulthood.
Yeah. 100%.
And we should let them enjoy that, you know?
And keep them fucking safe.
Keep them safe
like, you got to keep them safe from the world. Not shelter them from, but just like, keep them safe from like.
Exactly. And so then like the crime of fucking like just doing shit like that, dude, to kids, like for real, dog, like that's, no, I'm sorry.
So just to move away from sex with kids, let's move on to killing kids. let's move on to killing little 1-year-old black kids.
God damn, dude.
I guess they shot randomly into the car.
That's the only thing that I can think of. I mean,
yeah, because they said when they were trying to like when they were driving away or something like. But I'm like, you knew there was a fucking child in there. You knew there was a goddamn child in that car, and you collectively decided, let's shoot it.
There are so many ways that this is like, one, it's absolutely racial, because what made you think that it was okay to shoot at a car with a kid if not that you didn't care about the people that were in there? Because I mean, if let's assume they were white, would you shoot at the car?
Oh no.
Right? You get me? So like, absolutely racial. Absolutely racial. And what was it? She was leaving with like fucking diapers or something?
They were trying to get diapers because they couldn't afford diapers or something.
Diapers? Like, dude, you're going to fucking kill someone over for diapers?
They don't need them anymore.
How much? You get like, how much is a box of diapers?
Let's say $30.
$30? I'm pretty sure that the fucking store owner wouldn't even fucking shoot someone for $30 of diapers. They probably ended up buying for like fucking like at cost, which would be maybe like fucking $15, maybe a little bit less. Like, really? $30 is worth shooting someone over?
Let's talk about the fact that motherfuckers have to steal diapers in the first place.
I mean, like, no, absolutely. That's a product of the system.
Yeah, but I'm saying like,
but like that's the thing. It's like I've said it before. People don't do crime because they want to do crime. People do crime because they need to do it in order to survive.
You have other individuals of other races stealing thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Exactly.
You're not shooting those motherfuckers in their cars.
Nobody fucking like shot that one. Nobody made a fucking attempt on that one. I don't know if you remember that one fucking CEO that raised the price on fucking insulin or what was it that he was like, yeah, the drug wasn't making any money, so I just had to do it. You know?
And then the one time someone does something about that, you treat him like a fucking monster.
Yeah.
You treat him like he's the Antichrist.
Yeah, like the whole fucking city comes down on him just because he did something that, you know, what the fuck, dude? Come on now. How is it that it's okay? I'm sorry. I don't find it to be in any sort of way okay, or I refuse to accept that this should be the norm, that people who are stealing just to survive should be shot down, or are being shot, or are being excruciating, like over,
or having their child,
or having killed. They're having their child killed, or being punished in such an extreme way for stealing necessities.
Okay, I'm not gonna say like I'd understand if it was a TV, but it's not. It was fucking TV.
It's diapers,
you know
dog.
what I mean? It's shit for the child that you killed, presumably.
Dude, like what? No. No, dude. Like this is.
Quick question: which police are worse, these ones in Mississippi or the ones in, was it Uvalde or Uvalde, Texas, whatever the fucking that place was. The ones that basically
The ones that
kids
basically
died.
just didn't sacrifice themselves to go in there. Honestly, they're both equal to me
Really?
because the cowardice that those both were cowardly acts. Because no, one was a cowardly act, the other one was an ego. You shot at the car because they were getting away, and you couldn't accept that they wouldn't respect your fucking your authority. And the other ones were just fucking cowards that just didn't want to fucking get in there because they wanted to live another day. Fuck the kids. It's my bag, not theirs.
I can see that.
That's the way that I see it. What about you?
I think the Uvalde are worse. Like with Mississippi, I'm not saying this to excuse them by any fucking means, but in a way I can almost understand if it were the case where just, and when I say this, I don't mean this like again, like to excuse anything. I can almost understand if they didn't know any better in the sense that like that's their upbringing. You know what I mean? That just kind of blind anger and hatred towards another race. Whereas the situation in Texas, you have to be a special kind of evil to stand around and listen to kids die. Yeah, killing a 1-year-old, I'm going to just assume because you shot at them because they're black. I'm willing to bet that if that family was white, there would be no shots fired.
Yeah.
That, as horrible as it is, to me, that's not evil. That's hate and ignorance. Sitting around, and yeah, I still feel like it comes from the same place of like hate and ignorance because it was a bunch of Hispanic or Latino kids. And I don't know what the majority of the ethnicity of the cops were, but it was Texas. So I would imagine like, white, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And whether there was racism or not, whatever. But standing around and letting children die is next level
it's
evil. It's
cowardice, dude. It's cowardice.
I'm not going to give them the excuse of cowardice.
It's cowardice. They're cowards.
Nah,
and
that's next level evil, bro. Dude, they stopped. There was one of the cops there. Their kid was in there. They stopped him from going in. They stopped parents from going in. That's evil. Fucking evil, bro. How many times have you seen fucking firefighters just like try to stop someone and not because people are trying to go back in and they still get through? These are like, you know, like there's an evil to that, bro. Like that goes beyond just racism and.
Oh, I don't even think it was like racially motivated for the Uvalde stuff, though. I just, like I said, I feel like it's fucking cowardice on their part, and just a disregard for like either cowardice or disregard for fucking. I mean, there was a huge disregard for the kids' lives in that scenario. In both of these scenarios there was a huge disregard for children's lives. Well, I think one was heavily racially motivated, and that the person who and they couldn't take the fact that they wouldn't listen to their authority, like I said for the Mississippi one, because there was a quote that I told you that shots were fired or was someone there was another here's the quote. Another witness told the news station that she saw the car driving away with police officers chasing after it on foot just before hearing gunshots.
Yeah, they ran it down, shot it.
They ran it down and shot it. Like, so, I mean, like, okay, so like.
Yeah, because the initial report was they shot at the car because I think it was two ladies.
Yeah, they
were driving at the car. But witness testimony, and I think there was some video or body cam footage. So it was like, no, the car was driving away from you.
Yeah. So like,
so that's where the issue was.
Like that, there's that. I think I mean, ultimately, I think that's even more fucking evil than what, because like I said, that's cowardice. I'm not excusing it for the Uvalde shit, but I mean, like, that's just being just pussies who shouldn't be cops. You got me? Like,
yeah, I guess to me, it's like one of those things where it's like, there's that, for me, it's a different, like, there's hate to where like, I want to kill someone. And then there's that like almost resentment. And it reminds me of that scene from fucking Saving Private Ryan where they land on Normandy and they're, you know, they make it past the beaches and they're up in the bunkers and they're cleaning them. And they're like shooting the flamethrowers in there. And some of the Nazis are diving out of the bunkers and landing on the beach and shit. And there's a soldier that's going to start shooting them. And one was like, no, let them burn. It's like that kind that special just fucking spite of like, let them suffer. And like, that's all I think about when I think about those kids. Like those people just being like, nah, let them live out this hell for as long as they got to live it out. Cause he just ended up killing himself, right?
I honestly don't remember much about that one. I want to say that because there was no way that they shot him or
No,
killed
they
him.
didn't do shit.
They didn't do shit. So he must have killed himself. But I mean, it's just like, honestly, like I said, I think it's cowardice. I don't think there was any like intentional of like, no, fuck it, let him die.
I refuse to give him the benefit of cowardice.
I don't know, dude. I wouldn't be surprised.
They stopped SWAT from going.
It was the Uvalde Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
Right?
And I guess SWAT offered and they refused or some shit like that.
I don't remember the details of it.
There was a bunch of like everything kind of pointed to they just decided to sit in for whatever reason to let it play out.
Because I wasn't aware of that, of the whole SWAT thing. I mean, I didn't dig deep into it because
I'll look it up for next time.
Because honestly, it like, look, this as fucked up as it sounds, there's a fucking school shooting almost every day. So like this is like the details. Like the news happens in one day, and then by the next 2 days, it's done. It's just like it's swept under the rug like nothing happened. So I didn't dig into it. The only thing that I knew or heard about was the fact that they just didn't go in. And that's why I'm saying that they were cowards. I didn't know anything about the SWAT thing that swapped.
And like I said, I think one of them.
But I mean, I do remember fucking like hearing about one of the cops trying to get in there because his kids was in there.
And it was parents too.
Parents that were there and all that stuff. I do remember that. And I mean, like for parents, I understand keeping them from going in there because, come on, you're gonna like people who are just like not thinking about the situation. I mean, they're thinking about their kids. They're going in a fucking blind, like, untrained scenario or stuff like that. But those fucking cops there, dude.
Honestly, dude, at this point, I would have bet all my money on fucking any one of those parents over any of those cops.
I mean, that scenario, like, if what you're saying is true about the whole SWAT thing, then
I'll look it up just to be sure. But I want to say I remember them refusing some sort of help or assistance or something like that, or doing something to delay it or some bullshit.
Yeah, if that's the case, then it wasn't cowardice. That was something else then. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like, shit's getting worse. Economic systems, like inflation is going up, cost of living is going up. People are fucking getting laid off. Bungie's gonna lay half of his force out. So like, this is just the fucking marker of what's gonna be happening within the next 2 years at least. I've seen, like, I've been unemployed for a good almost like 2 years at this point. I've been applying for work and I'm not getting hired. I'm like, I recently had an interview for a job in the stuff that I used to do, no callback. So like, I don't understand really what's going on here as far as like what this whole situation is, like.
It's because no one wants to work anymore.
Like nobody wants to work anymore?
Yeah. Those immigrants, man. There's no more jobs for you.
Right? It's goddamn goobacks.
Fault. Yeah, goobacks.
For those of you who don't know, there is a South Park episode where like these time travelers from the future come.
They're cheap labor.
They're cheap labor, and they travel into the past basically to work.
And I think it's when you travel through the portal, you come out gooey or something.
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
like a goo or something like that.
So that's
it's a play on the fucking on
wetback.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like, I mean,
and they are brown, the travelers.
They are brown, the travelers. Yeah. And then
they
like,
don't speak English.
No, they don't. It's some weird fucking very like almost
like futuristic language or some
futuristic
shit.
language. And then like all the fucking what you call it, the South Park citizens, they took her germ. God.
I love that episode.
That episode was so good, honestly.
That one and The Last of the Mohicans.
I don't remember that one.
That's where they're playing like a border patrol.
What?
Yeah, so they're playing like border patrol or border crossing. So it's like Cartman and his gang are border patrol agents, and they build up this fucking giant ramshackle wall. And it's like Stan, Kyle Butters, and a couple other people are Mexicans.
Right.
And they're rushing the border trying to get across. And they're all trying to get across, and they all make it except for Butters, and he gets lost, and he becomes the last of the Mohicans because Cartman refuses to let the game die. Because he's like, no, Butters hasn't crossed the border. The game's still going. Long story short, Butters stays in character the whole episode. This white family finds him. They adopt him. And instead of like adopting him because he's a child, they think he's Mexican. So they put him to work. So at that point, I I think he gets picked up by ICE and he gets sent to Mexico, and he just fits in and everyone fucking loves him, and he becomes like a Mexican hero and shit like that. And the story ends where he's back in fucking South Park and he makes it across the fake border, so he wins the game, and then like so he becomes Mantequilla.
Oh.
That's what they call him, Mantequilla. Mantequilla. So it ends with like he has this power to kind of control the Mexicans. So he's in South Park and Cartman's talking shit, and like he gets quiet and he like closes his eyes and he raises his hands, and like off in the distance you hear people going, oh, and it's all the Mexicans in Mexico just
like
yeah, as he's doing it and shit like that.
Dude, that's
a good episode.
I need to watch that episode. Like, goddamn, dude. But yeah, like the whole economical situation that we're experiencing here, I just like honestly, it's gonna be rough and it's gonna get worse, and we probably won't see any change for the next, I want to say like fucking 4+ years maybe, because if like as we've said it before, if we do end up getting someone from the opposite side that takes over, you know, it's gonna take a while for them to undo the shit that's been done by this administration.
My thing is like politics can never go back to the way it was before. Now,
no,
it's broken. It's become a spectacle more than just a way to pick a viable. I was talking to a friend earlier on the way from work, and I kind of summed it up as like, I know the country's fucked when I can look at anything related to our current president and legitimately think this. I truly do believe this. I always say this a lot on the other podcasts as a joke. I was like, I could do what he does, and I can do it better.
Right.
I shouldn't be able to think that.
Yeah.
About running this fucking country.
But I mean, like one way or another, though, isn't that kind of like the whole point of like the freedoms that we have here? Like any U.S. citizen can run for president.
Yeah,
but should have the ability to.
I think for the most part, back in the day, people had that common sense to elect politicians and people that knew about this stuff and went to school and did, were senators and governors and all this other shit.
And I think that's kind of the problem, though, because we ended up letting them fucking rule.
No, we didn't end up fucking letting companies rule.
That is true. Well, at least there's a grain of hope for LA, though, honestly, or at least because I mean, like as far as like fucking like the governor's race that's coming up.
It's Karen Bass again.
No. For the governors.
Oh, the governor's race. Yeah,
governors is going to be fucking what you call it, Becerra and Steve Hilton. But for LA, it's Karen Bass versus Nithya Raman, and Nithya Raman like just fucking took it from Spencer, whatever his name is.
Pratt.
Yeah.
He's gonna leave LA now.
I don't even think he is. Honestly, he's not gonna leave it. You can't leave LA.
I think that was working against him. I think the fact that he's a celebrity, and I think that a big voter base now. I guess even younger voters, because you have the internet, you can look up who he was, and like I think people have like distaste for that kind of shenanigans.
Nah, I think people are just stupid too now as well, honestly. Because like I mean, if you're gonna be like,
not here in California,
I think like California's too full of itself.
Not for someone right wing like that though. For the most part,
I mean the fact that we have Steve Hilton on the ballot, I'm just saying.
I mean, we also had porn stars on the ballot. We also like a good meme.
I mean, that's very true. But
Garrett Coleman was fucking running for governor, for Christ's sake.
I don't know. For me, like I'm just kind of like I don't know. I've never thought that we've always had fucking Republicans run, right? But like for the past like 16 years, I think it's always been 2 fucking Democrats for the governor's race that ended up making it to the end, right? And then for mayor's race, it's been pretty much the same, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that Spencer Pratt in LA was getting second place, it wasn't until all the votes were counted that we got Nithya Raman as that. I was like, that's crazy. But if you're in LA,
I don't know,
but I'm just gonna say vote Nithya. That's just me saying.
I was gonna say like there was a point where I did see something where like Trump endorsed him, and I don't know, in my head I'm like, that's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
that was like the kiss of death.
Yeah, because quite frankly, I don't think you needed that in LA.
Oh no. That's a hindrance.
You don't need
That'll
that.
hurt rather than help.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be associated with Trump. You don't want to be associated. I think that's one of the reasons why Chad Bianco didn't make it either for the governor's race, because he was like so fucking like.
You need to be a special type of Republican to be here.
Yeah, you need to like Steve Hilton has done it really well in his messaging because he is coming up with some sort of like something that sounds good, similar to what Trump did. You know, like it sounds good and it feels like it'll have an impact on you. But at the same time, you can read in between the lines and know that he's not doing it for, you know, for like
this may sound weird, but I think if you find like, I think with the right type of person, there could be a very good Republican, either mayor or governor here. Like I'll say even especially mayor, in the sense that like if they play their cards right, because a lot of like Latino families are pretty fucking conservative. So if you just stick to like those kind of values, you have a lot of that shit in the bag already. You know what I mean? Like as long as you're not a racist piece of shit and you know how to pander to other fucking ethnicities,
absolutely,
you know, and then actually dedicate to that shit, I think minorities, you know, like
minorities
Hispanic
will eat it
and
up.
blacks
Yeah, exactly.
Would eat that shit up.
Yeah, they would eat it up.
That's what I mean. I think honestly, that's what we need more than anything else. Not to say that it has to be a Republican, but we need someone that at least knows how to sell that. To get,
we need more leftists that can sell that.
That's what I mean. It doesn't have to be Republican, but that's what needs to be sold.
Yeah,
to get the people that aren't voting. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Well, it's kind of difficult given how much money goes into like Democrat, into both sides, into the establishment parts of those sides. You get me? Because like, yeah, it's like the fact that I forgot how much money was spent for against fucking what was her name? I totally forgot. But the whole point is like we've seen it time and time again where we've heard of how much money has been spent, not necessarily by the campaigns of the candidates themselves, but from interests outside that are hoping that their candidate would win. They would spend on attack ads or ads against, you know, basically against the other
so rivals.
Like, the rivals. So like coming like maybe like in October-ish, I wouldn't be surprised for LA in particular if we start seeing more fucking attack ads against Nithya Raman and mass too. Cause like, quite frankly, like Nithya versus Karen is very, very like, I feel like it's going to be very close. Cause like Nithya is very just socialism, not socialism, but you get me. She's talking about empowering the people, making sure that the people are the ones who are fucking getting their share.
West Coast Mamdani?
Pretty much. But I mean, like, it is said that the mayor of LA doesn't really have that much power. So, but I mean, they can.
It's a ceremonial title.
Pretty much. But I mean, like, one way or another, hopefully, like, I mean, honestly, I'm hoping that she wins. Because if we can get someone, Mamdani here, or at least in the small places, like, you get me, like, in cities that essentially do change.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if we can get that, then, well, I mean, fuck, it's only to our benefit. You get me? So like, just keep going at it, you know? But I don't know if there was anything else that you wanted to add to this conversation or to this topic. I know that I kind of monopolized it.
No, you're cool. I mean, I can kind of like add to it in the terms of, since we're talking about like ballots and voting, the billionaire tax.
Oh yeah, the billionaire tax. I'm excited that it's going into the fucking.
Me too. I'm surprised that it actually made it.
But I mean, like, so like, the only thing that could potentially be an issue is, I'm pretty sure it's going to pass because I mean, like, it's California.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be fucking, I'm pretty sure
I don't know. I feel like there could still be shenanigans.
You know what? Honestly, given that we didn't get Steyer on the ballot, on the runoff, maybe not. But I mean, like, I plan on voting for it. The only, like, assuming that it it passes, the only issue that I can see happening is whoever is the fucking governor, they veto it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's going to be some sort of shenanigans.
There's going to be some shenanigan at the end. Yeah. That's what I feel like is going to end up happening. But I mean, fuck it. One way or another, vote yes on it. It's a one-time thing, but at least it's something though. And that money, I mean, will help California one way or another. You know?
It's a one-time tax?
It's a one-time tax. It's a one and done.
What is the point?
I mean, one way or another, it's something better than nothing though. Honestly, let it happen.
That's like, bro, that's like someone coming in your face and be like, be thankful I didn't get it in your eye. The fuck?
Yeah, be thankful they didn't get it on your eye, dog.
How about you just don't come on my face in the first place?
That's exactly what, like, fucking, like, what. So every candidate was going no for it. A lot of the Democrats were in debates were saying no. And then Steyer was like, if it like, he basically said is like, if it comes to my desk, I will sign it.
Yeah, but we need more.
But we need more, you know, like that's the conversation that we're trying to have, is the fact that it's like, yeah, it's a one-time thing, but I mean, it's better than not getting anything. And I know that it doesn't go enough.
Still bitching about it.
I'll say it again.
I get taxed every fucking year.
I'll say it again. Jensen Huang, who is the fucking, the CEO of fucking NVIDIA, was like, I can pay that tax. I don't care. They were willing to pay the taxes. They're okay with paying the taxes. They just bitch about it because they can bitch about it. Come on. There's no risk for taxing these fuckers. Fucking the fact that Mondani is able to fucking tax people who have properties that are worth over, I think it was $500 million or something, or what was it? Up to 500 million. I forgot how much, but it was like a large amount. Like if their properties are worth that much and it's their second home, they're doing a tax on that. So it's like, if they're able to do that, there's so much that we could do here. Honestly,
I wasn't very like into all this politics and stuff. I'm still not, honestly. But the more I learn about it from you, the less happy I become.
The more you realize about how, like,
I'm like, you know what? I thought I had bad depression before. Now it's just worse. Thank you, Will.
You're very welcome.
Up my medication.
You should have a conversation with your doctor about that.
I will. If only I could afford insurance.
God, wait, don't you have insurance?
I do. That was just part of the bit.
But let me finish off this whole fucking like political thing that we were talking about with going back to Trump, because it all leads back to Trump. One of the things that I'm very particularly disappointed about is just how the whole fucking reflecting pool shit is on the news right now, and it's like the main focus. There's a war going on, or there's an end of a war coming on.
We have ceasefire with them. Ceasefire.
Wait, there was a what you call it?
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
God, dude.
God damn it.
And there's also like the fucking pedophile files are under the rug. Nobody's paying attention to them. Real quick,
before you go into that, there's another podcast I listen to. They're like a conspiracy paranormal podcast. And I heard about this through them because not through them, but like listening to them. So you know how the government's been releasing UFO files and stuff like that?
Right.
Well, I guess they had a domain like called aliens.com or something like that. And so they went to that website thinking that this is where all those documents would be. It was an ICE recruitment thing. It was just like them, like videos of them like taking down like immigrants. That's what aliens.com was. And they were fucking ragging on that shit. Like, that was the fucking craziest. These are like 3 Canadian dudes and 1 US dude. And like, that is the fucking craziest thing for a government to do.
Wow. I mean, there's a certain kind of like,
I got a slow clap for that. That's next level racism.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Like,
they took it down.
That's God damn, dude. And the balls to do it too. That's the thing. The balls to do something like that. That's fucking unbelievable. I'm speechless. Jesus Christ. Our government shouldn't be acting this way, dude.
Yeah.
Our government institutions shouldn't be doing this bullshit like this, honestly. But moving on to some other bullshit that's going on with our government. So like the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool it was drained. It was fixed.
What was wrong with it before?
Well, I think there's a leak that's causing like a huge waste of water.
Okay.
And that's costing money. But like, apart from that, like the whole point was, the whole reason why they were trying to do it is that they were trying to renovate it supposedly for Independence Day, or before Independence Day. And in an effort to fix that leak that was happening, right? Because I don't know how many gallons of water. It's like a fucking bunch of gallons of water.
It's not deep, but it's because it's so fucking long. It's fairly wide.
But it's leaking so many gallons of water per day that it's costing that much. But the project was supposed to like fix it, and it was a no bid contract that was awarded to someone. Initially, it was supposed to cost 1.8 million, but later it basically got up to almost 15 million.
Because there were some snags that they hit along the way.
There was a lot of shit that they ended up doing. So what ended up happening?
I think I heard that they were just some basic like pool company.
It looks like
they
it was
had
that.
no real experience, or they should not have been considered for this type of job because they were pool people.
Yeah.
In essence.
Well, one of the things that that's also been said is that their fucking profit margins were like over 20% or something like that. So they were raking in a lot of money from that shit, just from that fucking contract alone. But I don't know. Whole point is they were trying to they were gonna fix the leak, and then they painted American flag blue fucking coating on it. That, I mean, at this point, it's fucking peeling off.
Starting to peel off.
And people are going out like fucking peeling the things and taking it off and taking it home.
It's like when people took chunks of the Berlin Wall home.
Right? I was talking to, we were talking about this outside earlier, and that might be a federal offense. So if you're in there, do not touch it. Do not rip it. Do not take any of that.
Yeah, because I think that's federal land.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking potentially get into fucking trouble for just stealing some shitty ass fucking lining. But so yeah, so it was supposed to be 1.8. It inflated to like almost 15 million. The pool is full of algae, and
it's green.
It's green.
It's very swamp like.
I mean, algae grows. It's algae season. Like, it's hot. It's warm. It's.
I don't ever remember it seeing like that though.
But I mean, like, it's just one of those things where it's like.
I remember there used to be ducks in that pool.
CNN was around the area. There was what you call it? They were interviewing a lady who was right there, and she's like, "I feel bad for the ducks."
I would too.
So it's like, I don't know, dog. It's like Trump saying it's all fucking fake news, and I don't know, dude. I'm just like, I don't think this is important for us to talk about like that in that aspect. Like making a big deal about the algae to the point where you're letting him like fucking defend himself, saying that like the algae shouldn't be an issue. You got me? Like, it's like, fuck it. It is what it is. Talk more about the fact that it was like so much money spent on this bullshit. Delve deeper into what company was it that they gave the money to? Why is it that this? Why
was it no bid?
Yeah, why was it no bid? Why did it inflate itself to such a good? Like, do some investigation on this shit. Not the fucking algae. Nobody. I don't give a fuck about the algae. You got me? Like, I want to know why the fuck we spent this much money on this bullshit. Figure out if there isn't some sort of like fucking corruption in there or something like that, because that's the story. That's the story you want to be talking about, you know?
Well, we know there's corruption.
Well, obviously we
look
do.
at our president.
Like, I mean, we
maybe this is all one grand algae farming scheme.
Imagine the algae is the fucking the organism from Project Hail Mary. It's gonna eat the sun. It's gonna eat the sun. Shit movie, by the way.
Yeah, it wasn't just me. Okay,
just saying. I don't know. To me, it's just like and the thing is, it's like why it pisses me off is because it's just a distraction from other important shit that's actually going on, and the sun, like, just making a sensation out of this bullshit, just so that just to give you an excuse not to do deep dives and actually fucking do the hard like fucking investigations and shit like that. That's the thing that pisses me off. Like, this shouldn't be a focus. We shouldn't be dedicating fucking news cycles to this bullshit, you know?
But we've been doing that for so long now.
I know. It's like this whole presidency has been like that. That's the thing.
Even before that, honestly.
What would you say was like before? Because I'm struggling to kind of think of
like, but just like not even shit. Like, okay, so even when they first busted like Epstein, that shit got like fucking got swapped out of the news cycle real quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I mean. Like it's not not just a presidency thing. It's like they pick and choose.
Right.
And I guess it could be a presidency thing because like there are presidents potentially other than Trump potentially implicated in that shit. Right. But like whatever doesn't suit their narrative, you know? So, and like this is just enough of the narrative to be like anti-Trump. Look at what an idiot douchebag he is.
Yeah, I think that's that's the thing that I'm kind of like more pissed off about is the fact that they're like kind of like doing this attack on just the optics of him and not necessarily on like the real shit that's like going under the hood. You get me?
Shit that matters.
The shit that really matters. But like that's essentially the final thing that I wanted to say about that. Is there a big ball of smoke?
Everything's still standing.
Okay. We're good. Sadly, I must live another day.
You don't have to.
You don't
just give me consent here on air.
Imagine. But one final thing that I do want to talk about, which I fucking found out about today. Do you remember Carlos Mencia?
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
So, turns out that he didn't pay taxes for 6 years. So let me read this for you. Ned Arnel Mencia, also known as Carlos Mencia,
because he's not Hispanic, right? Or some shit like that. Or he's not Mexican.
He's not. I don't think he's Mexican. I think,
but which he portrays himself as.
Yeah, but I think he was like, wasn't it Chilean or something like that?
I don't remember what he is.
Definitely either Central or South American.
I want to say he's some sort of Central American. I don't remember though.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't really matter. But I mean, like, so also known as Carlos Mencia has been arrested and charged with tax evasion on Thursday around 7 a.m. at his Encino home. Just the district attorney Nathan Hochman announced 12 charges against Mencia, who allegedly did not report personal and business income between 2019 and 2024, accounting to about $8.7 million. It said that $5.4 million of the unreported income comes from his business, Nedlos Entertainment. The DA alleges Mencia had been notified 78 times to pay the taxes. If convicted, Mencia would look at 10 years in prison in addition to paying back the owed taxes. So
damn, they gave him chances. Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
I don't know, dude. Like, pay your taxes. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That's all I gotta say.
Like, there's an episode of the Batman the Animated Series. You know, that beloved character that you murdered, Cold Blood, that you took from me. Where I forget like the episode or what the point is, but the Joker gets a notice from the IRS that he's late on his taxes.
Yeah.
And he freaks the fuck out. And then like his goons are like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He's like, it's the fucking IRS. I can't fuck with them. So he goes out to rob a bank so he can pay the IRS. And to me, that was just like, it's the IRS,
It's
bro.
the
Like
IRS.
everyone's afraid of the IRS.
You don't fuck with the IRS, dog. Oh God. Like there is.
I think he said something that was like, what do you think I'm insane? Like it's the IRS.
I just don't fucking avoid paying your taxes.
That's it.
It's just
That's
that's all you gotta do. I mean, I understand that you don't agree.
You're okay. I'm sorry. You're not rich enough to not pay taxes,
exactly.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
You live in Encino, okay?
So like,
unless you're not on an island, fucking kids, you have to pay taxes.
you have to pay
That's
taxes.
what it boils down to.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to. I mean, do you feel like it was his negligence, like just not paying taxes, or do you feel like he might have gotten fucked by some accountant? Because that's a possibility. No, but you know what? The fact that he's been notified 78 times that he didn't
70 odd
Yeah.
But again, if he has an accountant and they're just sweeping that under, you know what I mean? But like, to be fair, I think that's what Wesley Snipes said.
Yeah.
And they still send his ass to prison.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but Wesley Snipes is black. So he's already like.
Yeah, but this dude's he's not white, Mencia.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you get me, like, he's not, there's like, there's a little step up, you know, you get me, like, he has a little bit more of that as far as like the social fucking.
Yeah, I guess.
You get me? But I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if because like, I mean, like, if you're not handling your finances and you're hiring someone to do it for you, and that person is not really that great at it, or they're doing some shit where they
well, you know what though, if he has a business, he has to be involved in that shit. Like it's like, I was thinking like, okay, if it was just like his comedy shit and he had a manager for that, but like if he has like a production company, like I don't, you know what, nah, fuck him. I think
you think he was avoiding his civic duty of paying taxes.
Yeah,
just like pay your taxes. Don't fucking try to like get away from it and not pay them. Just pay your taxes. That's what funds the fucking the roads. That's what funds, you know, the kids.
That's what's supposed to fund the roads.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to. But I mean, like, look, I'm going to say this as far as like taxes goes. I understand that you're not happy about where your tax money is going, but it's a necessity one way or another in order for us to have the structure that we have in our cities, as shitty as it is right now.
The crumbling structure.
It's a necessity. So like, if you're angry that your tax money is going to bombing children in fucking Palestine or fucking Iran, speak to your fucking to your representatives, because they're the ones who are voting for that shit. Also, speak to your city councils too, because they're spending a lot of that money they're choosing where those funds go into as far as your cities go.
Let's be honest. Speak to Netanyahu, because that's the only one that can fix things in this country.
God, I'm just saying.
Where's the lie?
I'm not contesting it, but I mean, it's just one of those things because like I keep hearing the conversations like, oh, I wish I didn't have to pay taxes, and I get that. I understand that sentiment. Don't get me wrong, I get it, but like,
I don't mind paying taxes as long as, look, I'd almost have more respect for you to be like, we're gonna charge you more taxes because we want to make more money personally, as opposed to like, hey, we're gonna raise minimum wage and do all this other shit, and it never gets done.
And it never gets done.
Like,
yeah.
just tell me you're gonna bend me over and fuck me. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a rape. You know, I may not enjoy it, but at least I'll be prepared. You know, like maybe, I don't know, some squats or something, loosen up or something first. I don't know how it works. You know, but
I don't think
whatever.
squats would work out for that, dude.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I don't know. I like I said, I don't know. I'm inexperienced in that arena,
you
but
probably have to take a lidocaine suppository first, and then just fucking get it over with. But like, I like, you know, you want to motivate people to pay taxes. Tell them that they're going to get something back in return for it.
what you do is called tax return.
No, you know what tax return is? Is you overpaid.
Yeah. They charge you too much.
No, it's not that they charge. Well, they took too much.
Yeah,
from
that's
you.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you allowed them to take too much from you.
Well, because you don't.
You could always look. Honestly,
No, I know you. They're saying, but no one does it.
no one does it.
Yeah,
No one does it. No
because
one
they
does
make it so fucking painfully.
No, obviously there is. But I mean, like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, tax returns is a failure on our system because they shouldn't be overcharging that much. But I mean, like, one way or another, though, if you want people to be okay with paying taxes, they need to see a return on whatever they're putting in.
Yeah, they need to see where it
They
goes.
need to see where it goes. They need to see
tangible.
like, so Medicare for all, you know, maybe some sort of fucking like,
Fill a fucking pothole every now and again.
Not even every now and then. Just make sure that everything's fucking good, running smoothly. You know, fucking make sure that the water is fucking clean. Make sure that the electricity, if you live in an area that's like fucking, you know, city controlled electricity, that it's fucking, you know, it's running good and shit like that. You know, just make sure that things are running smooth. Make sure public transit is fucking free for everyone. Fuck, dude. Can you imagine?
No. Because as shitty as public transit is now, imagine how much worse if it was accessible to everyone.
It already is.
And where has that gotten us?
It's like that's the thing. It already is, and just like
I mean, even the cops abandon it. So like,
it's because it's a waste of money to fucking put the cops in there.
Yeah, because
what are they gonna do?
Their job.
Their job is to stop people from getting free rides, right? That's the main thing.
I don't know. The one time they're not trigger happy. Like, fuck. The one time you can actually prevent people from like.
I've been watching videos of people talking shit about the LA transit system, or as far as like, you know, like the trains and shit like that. And in my head, I'm like, I've taken the train multiple times. It's been like for the past, like, I want to say like at least 3 years. I've been taking the train at least twice a month. You got me? Because that's how I get to Benji's, right? But I mean, I've also taken the trains to the other different trains. Like I've taken the Blue Line down to Long Beach. I've taken, well, I forgot what it's called now. I've taken all the Red Line up to fucking North Hollywood and shit like that. And it's never been dangerous.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Is it unclean? Yeah, maybe. Can it be a little bit too much? Like yeah, it could be. But it's not as bad as like people are fucking making it seem like on videos and shit.
It's also about just being smart about it. You know what I mean? Look, try not to be on the fucking train super late at night. You know what I mean? Like, if you're anyone, but especially if you're like a woman.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's a lot of it's just common sense.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's just like one of those things where it's like, honestly, like, shit, less cars on the road. You know what that means? Cleaner air, also less congested fucking traffic. More people.
It's California. We're never gonna get rid of the cars here,
That's the other thing too. Honestly, fucking California was meant to be a driving state, or like even LA too, a driving city, which is one of the like. But
real quick, is there like a Kegel's version for buttholes?
Not. Well, I'm pretty sure that there's something that can help with the pelvic floor, but I'm not sure if there's like a Kegel's thing for your butthole. What you're looking to fucking...
No, because you know how I was making that joke earlier.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, I wonder if there's like a... I know Kegels is like, I guess the reverse of it would be like to strengthen the muscles and shit, not to like relax them. I don't know how it works. I don't know. But like,
No, the only like from what I've read is just basically working on your pelvic floor is the best way to kind of like
yeah.
help relax that area.
Oh, okay.
And
because I imagine like someone doing like Goku stretches to prepare. That's why I'm thinking of like Kegels and stuff. Just
I'm gonna say something like maybe this is a little bit too much, but as far as like I'm pansexual, I don't care about your gender or anything of that sort. As long as I find you attractive, I'm down, right? But why like this was like in like when I was in my early 20s. I had gone on a date with this one dude who was like a top verse, and he was talking about the times that he had to bottom. He was like, I needed to do push-ups. I needed to fucking hype myself up for it. And I'm like, bro, at that point, why the fuck are you doing it?
Then why? Yeah, like
but he was doing
sound
it.
Like you're enjoying it.
He was doing it for his ex. So like, I understand that. It was like more of a duty than fucking actually.
Yeah, but how often do you hear like if it's a duty, then
yeah, I mean like yeah,
I guess
I don't know. I mean like I
get it.
I have a certain view of it now at this age, but like it was just like yeah,
funny. Yeah.
Imagine having to fucking like do push-ups or fucking hype yourself up. And
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I was imagining just the like popping a sensu bean before.
Jesus Christ. Oh God. I think they're gonna call it here. I think this is a good
Did you say I think they're gonna call it here?
No, I think we're gonna call it here.
Oh, I thought I heard there. I'm like, oh shit.
We're gonna call it here. Is there anything you want to plug in?
No, there's not.
You can follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. Just look up Chubby Chaser Pro, and you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, Chubby Chaser Pro. I have been streaming Diablo 3. We're going down the series, and yeah, that is all for me. If you want to comment or questions or anything of that sort, you can find us on Twitter at IBW Pod, IB2W Pod. Jesus.
Last time I forgot something. This time you forgot something, and I was like, you forgot the two.
It's like IB2W Pod. I post there every time whenever the episode's gonna go live, and so yeah, just add us and say anything if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or anything of that sort. Also, follow, like the episode, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye, everybody.
You guys have a good one.
Stay safe.
Intro-outro song is Wah Game Loop by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0, http://creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/